Hello everyone. Today I would like to share two short stories related to supernatural powers. The first story is a Taoist growing pears on the street. Many wandering Taoists in the past had supernormal abilities. They could transform many things, and sometimes they made jokes. For example, in one village, there was a farmer who sold his pears at a high price. One day, a Taoist approached the farmer wearing a scarf on his head and ragged robe. He begged the farmer for a pear. The farmer tried to chase him away, but the Taoist didn't want to leave. The farmer got very angry and started cursing loudly. The Taoist said, "You have several hundred pears in your cart. I only ask for one. It will not make you lose money. Why are you losing your temper?" Many people were watching them, and one person tried to persuade the farmer to give one of his bad pears to the beggar and let him to go on his way. But the farmer still refused. A man working at a neighboring store walked over, bought a pear, and gave it to the Taoist. The Taoist thanked him, and then said to all the people surrounding him, "Monks are not stingy. I have one good pear and would like to share it with all of you." Someone asked, "Since you have a pear, why don't you eat it yourself?" The Taoist said, "I need this pear as a seed." Then he ate the pear and kept its core in his hand. He took a small shovel from his bag, dug a hole in dirt several inches deep on the side of the street, and then put a pear core in the pit, covering it with soil. He asked for some water from people watching him. Someone intentionally gave him a boiling water to make trouble for him, but it didn't deter the Taoist. He took it and poured it on the soil. As everyone was staring at it, a young bud emerged from the soil, and it grew bigger and bigger. It didn't take long before it grew into a big tree with green leaves and flowers. A moment later, the tree was full of many big pears. The Taoist plucked the pears and gave them to all the spectators until all the pears were gone. Until this time, the farmer was also among the spectators. He stretched his neck upward and stared at the Taoist. His curiosity made him forget about his pear stall. After the Taoist left, the farmer returned to his pear stall and found that all the pears in his cart were gone. Then he realized that all the pears the Taoist gave to people were his. The second story is Maudgalyayana trying to save his mother. Among the disciples of Shakyamuni Buddha, Maudgalyayana was foremost in supernatural powers. When he attained the stage of arhat, the first power he acquired was clairvoyance. With his divine eye, Maudgalyayana immediately thought to save his parents, repaying them for their nurturing kindness. One day, using his divine vision, he saw that his diseased mother had fallen into a hungry ghost realm of hell. There, his mother couldn't see any food, had nothing to eat, and looked extremely skinny. Maudgalyayana was filled with grief, so he took a bowl of rice and used his supernormal ability to deliver it to his mother. After receiving the food, his mother immediately covered the bowl with her left hand, fearing that other hungry ghosts might snatch it away. Her right hand swiftly shoveled the rice into her mouth, but before she could even put the rice into her mouth, it turned into charcoal and was completely inedible. Maudgalyayana was shocked and burst into tears. He immediately went to seek guidance from Shakyamuni Buddha. The Buddha told him, "While your mother was alive, she slandered Buddhism and disbelieved in righteous dharma of cause and effect, and was consumed by great anger and evil. Thus, she reaped this karmic retribution. Her sins are deeply rooted. and it's beyond your power to save her. Although your filial piety can move heaven and earth, the gods of heaven and earth are powerless to prevent the evil consequences that must be borne by those who slandered Buddhism. Now, only by relying on merry soul cultivators from all directions can your mother be freed from the suffering of hungry ghosts. From this story, we learn that the sin of persecuting the Dharma and true faith is immense. May all kind-hearted people, while doing good deeds, also take a moment to support those who believe in and walk the righteous path of God. You will accumulate immeasurable merits and receive boundless blessings. Thank you very much for listening to the story. More touching stories will be ready for you if you just subscribe it. Thank you again.